Hello everyone and welcome back to the Seasonal Store. My name is Jess and today we're going to do a pack it with me for back to school. I have everything from the last haul that needs to fit into this backpack for the first day of school. And let me tell y'all, it was a saga. Elementary backpacks are not what they were even just a little bit ago. 20 years ago for some of us. So this thing is packed to the gills. It is honestly quite heavy, and let's get to packing.
If you're interested in where any of the products from today's video came from, you can catch them in the video before this one in my back to school playlist titled Huge Back to School Haul. But just a quick refresher, most of these products came from the Walmart back to school sale or Dollar Tree. Okay, so here we have all of our loose items, not our big items just yet, and we're going to start by unpackaging, unboxing, and removing tags. And I'm first going to struggle with the packaging on this like the grown adult that I am. And we're going to go ahead and cut the tags on this pouch. Now this pouch is nice and wide, and we're going to put all of our markers in this one. I'm going to put whiteboard supplies on one side and coloring markers and highlighters on the other. It's important to keep these separated because we need to remember that we're not supposed to use our whiteboard markers on paper or our paper markers on whiteboards. I'm putting the eraser in with those as well, and I'm not going to add anything else to this pocket. You will see me try to shove some crayons in here, and I realized that this A would not fit and B was probably not a great idea. So we're going to go ahead and not do that. I think at some point I am going to add my headphones case to this side as well, but we will have to wait and see. Yep, that's not going to fit. Let's rip them out and we'll come back to this one. Okay, we're going to go ahead and unbox our Crayola markers and put them on the other side of this marker pouch. And we've worked really hard on organization and responsibility this summer, so I think that she is going to be more than capable of remembering where to keep her markers and how to keep everything nice and organized and tidy. Now, I am going to go ahead and put all of these markers, but I'm going to save those boxes just in case for some reason her teacher did want them to keep them in boxes. I sincerely doubt that, and we're going to find out pretty soon, but either way, it's not a huge deal. I'm also going to add her highlighters to that side as well. Now I'm going to unbox our headphones. These ones are by Skullcandy, and I actually got these for $7.99 at Walmart on sale, and then the little carrying case with the pineapples, that's $1 from Dollar Tree, and it's a headphone specific case just to help keep them nice and tidy and protected and maybe not damaged. So we're going to struggle with some more packaging here. Packaging is really not my strong suit, and we're probably going to cut ourselves at some point on accident, oopsie. And I'm going to remove the headphones, the additional gel grippies, and then also the user guide. And I'm going to tuck the user guide into the little mesh pouch inside of the headphone pouch, and that's just in case she would ever have a problem or a question. She can just look at the little user guide herself. She is old enough to understand how to read through those types of manuals and be resourceful and figure it out rather than just having to give up, throw it away, and buy a new one. So she's pretty smart. We got this covered. Alrighty, so our pouch is packed. Let's get rid of our trash. Oh, oops, I forgot a user manual. Let's just shove that in really quick. Okay, now we're ready. Let's zip everybody back up, get rid of our trash, and get ready to fill the next pouch. So we're going to toss all this to the side, and the next pouch is this 97-cent one from Walmart, and this one will be going inside of her binder, so all the items will be things that she needs for a day-to-day type use. So I'm going to add a scissors, which I will struggle with first because this is a very difficult cap to use. You gotta be smarter than the equipment you're working with, right? Okay, so we're gonna add our scissors, and we're going to add our pencil sharpener. Again, this one was 50 cents in the back to school sale by Pen & Gear, and you can sharpen pencils and crayons. I'm gonna add her jumbo glue, and I'm gonna reserve the rest of her glue for another spot in her backpack. I'm also gonna add her colored pencils in their case, just so that they're clearly identified, but also because they don't take up very much room. And I'm gonna add 5 pre-sharpened pencils. No need to add the entire pack. We don't need to be overwhelming. And I think that's it. We're not going to add anything else to this pouch. Okay, we're going to seal up our pencils, and let's clear the deck for the next section. Or maybe we're going to try to be indecisive first. We'll see. All right, next section, we're going to go ahead and get our binders prepped. We're going to remove all of the labels, and off camera, I will be adding her name and all that information for her binders as well, but I'm not obviously going to do that on camera because privacy, right? Okay, so next up, we're going to take some of this paper that I already put in her blue binder, and we are going to divide it into her black binder as well. Now, I'm sure her teacher is going to have them organize the binder in the way the teacher sees fit, but this just helps us get all of our materials out and ready, and she can shift things around should she need to. So the dividers were 67 cents a pack at Walmart, and they also have the little white strips. You just double them up and put technically 2 in each one. So there's 5 dividers per pack, and we're going to go get that closed up. There's me realizing that we have these, and first I wasn't going to put them in, and then I realized, you know what, might as well. And I decided to count first because I didn't want to make an assumption and then mess it up. So we've got 2 per each, so, she can write on one front and back, and then if she needs a new one, she can, rip it off, flip it over, whatever needs to happen. So we're going to load all these, and even though I'm sure she could figure this out, some of these detail tasks, I think a lot of kids would just throw that piece away with the packaging and maybe forget. So it's kind of helpful to go ahead and just help them prep their supplies ahead of time for school. And it's helpful for teachers too, that they don't have to sit there and explain and do the exact same task 25 times with 25 students. Making sure everything is secure, and we're going to repeat the same step of just tearing those off and folding them and putting them into the little slip. Now, I don't know what her dividers are going to need to be for yet, so that's why I've not written on these, and nor do I plan to. That's going to be her responsibility to write on with her proper subjects or material. So next I'm going to take some of her folders. Now, she does have a large plastic spare folder, and then she also has a black spare folder. The other ones almost perfectly coordinate with her dividers, and at first I was going to put all the folders in with their coordinating divider, and I decided against that. But to protect them in transit between home and the first day of school, I'm going to go ahead and tuck these into the big pocket, and I was going to tuck the rest of them into the back pocket, but again, I was worried about them getting bent, so I decided against that as well, and I put 3 in one binder and 3 in the other. I will be sure to explain to her and show her all of her supplies, so when it comes to organizing on the first day of school, she is ready. I was going to tuck this black one in here too, and that didn't work either. So we're going to leave those 2 loose, and we'll tuck those into the back of the backpack. I'm also adding her binder pouch for her big binder. This one is 1.5 inches, and the other one is 1.25. So I figured I'd put the big bulky stuff in the blue binder. I'm going to also put her ruler on the 3 rings. That is, after all, why they have the 3-hole punch in the rulers. I know better, and I should have done that to begin with. Next, I'm going to cut the tags on our brand new backpack. Nothing better than a shiny new backpack, am I right? And we are going to go ahead and get her backpack loaded up. So first out the gate, I'm going to load her spare supplies, which I'm assuming are going to end up being community supplies, into this pocket, and she'll understand. We'll go through and explain with her that those supplies, wherever her teacher wants those to go, she can put them. I'm also going to add her crayons in there, and at a later date, I will add her name to both boxes, along with her Post-it notes, her spare scissors, and her student planner. Again, off camera, I will be adding her name to all of these things. Next, I'm going to take a few extra pencils. Again, I'm not sending her with this entire giant 48 pack because that's completely unnecessary. And at first I was going to put them in the mesh pocket, and then I figured better to put them in what will be her glasses pocket. She does carry a glasses case, so I'm not worried about scratching her glasses. Then I was going to put her composition notebooks in this big pocket, and we are already out of room, so I decided against that. And I instead decided to leave just the pouch in there with her markers, so all of her kind of craft supplies are all together. Now we're going to add her notebooks. Now she only needs 3 of them out for the beginning of the school year, but I was going to send her with all of her extras as well, and I decided against that because there is no room. Even though this is a gigantic backpack, we are going to stick with her black, purple, and blue notebooks and composition books, and then her 2 spare folders, and then I'm going to put her 2 binders inside. Oh my gosh, we are running out of real estate very quickly, and Lord, we just barely made it. Okay, there is our backpack fully loaded. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and just do a mock-up of lunch. So I took out one container. I'm going to take out the packaging inside of her travel toothbrush kit. As I explained in my back to school haul video, she has braces, so we sent her to school with a toothbrush and some little flossers. So I put her plackers in there as well. I'm going to go ahead and open the packaging on her new ice packs. I've already put the rest of them now in the refrigerator or in the freezer, and I'm going to take the tags off her new lunchbox as well. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to plan for the days that I can to put her lunchbox inside of her backpack. So we've got our container in the bottom, we've got our toothbrush, and then I went and grabbed her new water bottle. And I was originally going to put her toothbrush in the front of her backpack, and then I remembered she's probably not going to remember to brush her teeth if we do that, so I'm going to put it in the lunchbox as well. I do plan to put her name on her backpack and lunchbox, so we don't need to worry about that, but I'm not doing that just yet. We are going to tuck that in there. It's been approved by the quality control inspector there on the side, and that's that.
Okay, so now that we've packed this thing up, you guys can tell this thing is fully stocked and ready to go for the first day of school. I hope this video is giving you guys lots of ideas for your back to school journey, and maybe giving you some ideas of how to get ahead of the back to school last minute jitters by getting it done soon. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for coming.
If you're interested in even more back to school content, stay tuned because more is on the way. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one.